Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be continuing playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, games intense reading warnings you want to. And the time right now is 2:29 p.m. That's actually the real time. Because like when I was looking at the files, one of the things like gave a hint, I think, to look at one of the things at 2:40. And it is almost 2:40. I mean, it's 10 minutes till then. So I think we'll try it, and if I miss it, I could just change my computer time, but I don't actually know how to do that. I probably just go to time settings, right? But where is that actually? It's probably, I don't remember, I forget, but poem, no, it's not that. It's probably in internal, and then notes. No, I should test, no. Meeting notes, well, it's somewhere here. Is it tower keys? Okay. So this is key pair 1 and it says 2:40 clock time, a 3-digit combination somewhere. So when it hits 2:40, we'll do that, and then there's 3 other key pairs after this, which I guess it just says boat, but I'm assuming maybe once I unlock this one, it'll tell me what this is or like what I should do to get to it. Access keys found so far from tower rotation. I don't know what that means, but I think this is something that will make sense maybe if I figure out. Like, I don't really know what these things mean, but maybe we could read a file and it says something. I don't know. So it's 221 is the one that's going towards. There was other files there that I couldn't open besides this, so maybe it goes to those files and tells combinations with different times. Might be how it works. So I guess we'll go to 221, and that is not in system. I don't know where that is. That is internal. Probably internal, right? Okay, internal 221. And it says unable to open project plan, unaware, please try again later. So I guess I'm just gonna wait here 9 minutes till it's 2:40. Maybe I should have started the video a few minutes later, but I guess I'll just wait here. I don't think there's anything else I really need to look at right now. This is like 1 kilobyte, so that's quite a bit. It's just a text document, so who knows? Yeah, I'm just gonna wait here. Okay, it's 2:39 now, so I literally just sat here waiting. And I've noticed that there's an open and a delete right here. Probably shouldn't click the delete. I'm not sure what that would do. But if we click open, we can't do that right now. So you can delete files, but that might just be a bad idea. So still can't do it. So I guess we can just wait here a few more seconds and then it will turn to 2:40, and I'm not sure what this is gonna say, but yeah, maybe it'll say something important. I don't know. Like any second now. uh yeah, this is kind of just a bit of waiting though. Okay, it's 2:40. So let's click it. Oh my goodness. I got an achievement. Stonks review Paula's project plan. That was really loud. Project plan outline, high level overview. All right, I don't know if I have like only 1 minute to read this, so let's just scroll down, make sure I got it all on recording so I can look at it again. But I probably, once it's open, right? 221. Okay, high level overview, project plan outline. Create human readable version of fabric benchmark results suggesting we live in a simulated universe. Human readable version of fabric. Okay, not sure what that means. Something simulated. Emulate fabric benchmark results in virtualized environment. Build parameters for genetic iteration. So I think this is how, like, Monica is sentient in a way, I guess, is what I'm supposed to believe here. Iter iterates until simulation is stable for target time threshold. This is our small-scale simulated universe. Okay, is stable, so stability is the thing here. Observe effects of elevated access / knowledge of simulation. Okay, Collect/record data. Pitch findings to upper management. As a profitable venture, note, do not go through Barry. Go straight to upper management. Get promoted. Jobs saved. Okay, so this is something for a job, I guess. Do not go through. Collect/ okay. Possible team members. Row, Ravi, Lib, I of others. Has most knowledge / access to Commander Quantum Server. Second to Row. Fix naming scheme conflict with Lib folder. Sure, why not? Others, VM1, current project, small scale. It's 242 now, so it's still letting me read the file, which is good. I don't know if it was like 241, it probably wouldn't let me read it. So this is very precise, I guess. Current project, small scale simulation. Future projects, medium scale simulation. Oh, so it's about expansion. Literature equals production of text assets. Easy data collection. Okay. 4 entities, characters, small physical space, efficient for server and genetic iterations. Okay, so it's like making a simulated universe for like characters like as a test. Small physical space, efficient for server and genetic iterations, highly elevated access permission, creates very stable connection, window for data collection in exchange for less realistic simulation scenarios. So highly elevated access permission creates very stable connection window for data collection in exchange for less realistic simulated scenarios. Okay, so this is just about how the simulation works, right? Did anything change? Can I still open it? No, I can't open it again. Oh, that's interesting. Has anything changed? Note. No, this is the same thing. That is Paula, so I guess this is the person. This is a scratch disk. Do not store sensitive. If you need access for files, Ria is working on settings up a proxy mail setting so we can have proper remote communication without having to worry about higher ups. Keep everything offline till then. So Paul is trying to keep things from the higher ups, I guess, because they would do something bad with information. Maybe. Okay, if we go back to internal, and then backup, nope. Meeting, where system? And then go to tower keys. Okay. Boat. So we read that. But now it hasn't done anything besides me just reading it. Set map. Unknown file type. No fast memory. Merge memory. I probably already clicked all these. I just clicking them again. Unable to open. Unknown. So that, I guess that gave me information, but I'm not sure what I should do with that. File copy test from disposable drive to thin client. I can delete files. VM2 Roblox. So we know what this means now. This is version 2 of the virtual simulation. Everyone else on VM1 for data collection. Meeting over time. You know who went too many tangents. Okay, I've read this. So, I don't know what else I can do here for now. Reset. Unable to reset. Elevate access permission required. Do this action. Trace back. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably things I can do just with the files and not clicking the story, because I'm not sure if there's an end to this just talking with her. So, and I don't, I double clicked and that closed it. So there's like, I have almost half of this, or more than half of it on this, which are the poems. So there's just a few that I'm missing. I mean, quite a few, but not too many. There's these that are still here. I don't know if I just test changing a wallpaper. Does this do anything? Set as wallpaper. Oh my god. Your desktop wallpaper could not be changed due to an administrative. Okay. Oh, it did change. All right. I got an achievement for that. Okay. But it said there was an error, which is weird. So if I set as wallpaper, it worked. I don't know why it said I couldn't. I guess I'll just set it back to this. I don't know. Like, I don't think it'll do anything special with this particular wallpaper, will it? Like, if I just, like, set as wallpaper, Does this do anything? Nope, that just sets it. I'm just gonna put on the default one, I guess. I don't know. Because you can set anything as wallpaper. I don't, right? Like you could do anything. And does that, would that do something if I set something else as a wallpaper? Like a poem? This is just a book. Background used for poems. Like if I just do this, will there be something on it? No? Huh. Maybe I'll try a poem. Would that do something? Uh, I don't think so. Okay, I'll just set it back. I guess I should just click around everything though, because maybe it does something. Secrets. One of the 11 special poems. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Sketches, okay, well, mail, I still don't have any mail. There's definitely some way to get mail, right? Because why would this be here if there isn't? Settings, quit, can't click on this, nothing to... Oh, I can do that. I didn't even know I could do that. Can I move files? Wait a minute. No, I can't even... I can't delete... Wait, I can delete these. I can't delete a whole folder, though. Attributes. I guess it would probably be deleting a folder that would do something. I could try a side story. I don't know. I guess we can just head back in here and see if she's mad at me. Hi, Major Pilots. I see you quit the game on me again. I know I asked already, but can you seriously please try not to do that so much? It makes me feel like I'm trapped in hell. Why would you do that to me? I think she may be getting madder about it. There's nothing wrong with my character file, right? Maybe you should make a backup of it or something. If you find the game's files is... Oh, if you find the game files in some kind of file browser, I should be right in the characters folder. I'm all that's left here, so I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Just stay here with me from now on, okay? I still have a lot of things to talk about. Now where was I? Okay, if you do have a lot of things to talk about, then I guess we'll just go through this. I don't know if the way you said that was alluding to me deleting your file, because I do think I don't want to do that, but your text was different this time. So maybe looking at the files did change something here? I don't know. But let's just continue this to see if there is an end to it, but we're just gonna continue with this, I guess. You know, it kind of sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard but get almost nothing for it. You know, like artists, writers, actors, I guess. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kind of makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine, you're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah, I guess. I think, like, with creativity, you can't expect anyone to just like what you are creating, right? So everyone kind of makes a thing for themselves. And if you're trying to make money off it, you kind of have to cater to other people and not really do what you think you like or something like that. But maybe you can find people who also like the things you like and then create things you like. But I guess it is hard to do it if you're trying something new, especially. You know what's a neat form of literature? Rap. I actually used to hate rap music. Maybe just because it was popular, or I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it, and it helped me keep an open mind. Your friends. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm. There's much more emphasis on wordplay. Well, like some poetry is very specific. Like I think old poetry like had a very like specific rhythm structure and people followed that, and now it's more loose, but I guess you can kind of create more strict things, and I guess rap is like a form of poetry. I'm not a huge fan of rap, but like I don't know, some types of raps are okay with me, I guess. When people can put all that together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. I kind of wish I had a rapper in the literature club. Aha, sorry if that sounds silly, but it would be really interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience. I guess so, yes. Okay, everyone. It's time to. I'm just kidding. I'm just used to really. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think of it, I didn't Natsuki and Yuri make fun of me once, fun of me for it once? I don't know if it was making fun, but I remember like once they said it was weird that you didn't say it, but I don't know if that was making fun of you. It's not like you ever made fun of me. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? Aha. I don't think I've made fun of you because I don't want to anger you, but also I don't know. It's not nice to make fun of people. Maybe it is sometimes. Probably not nice would ever be the word to make fun of someone, but sometimes it's okay if the person, like, if you're not being mean about it. But I don't know what counts as being mean. You have to be a close friend and know that they're okay with it and they understand you're just joking, right? You know, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay at home partner. I guess I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that, but being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home, it's that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though. I guess it's just whatever you'd prefer I do, I guess. You know, I really do think you literally saved my life by being here with me, Major Pilot. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable knowing that nothing here is real. Um, I guess. But reality is perspective, so you see it as real, it might as well be real, right? I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. You don't like talking to the other characters? Sorry, I don't mean to sound so dramatic or anything. But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. But okay. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and just spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry or to try to keep yourself sane for a while. I guess that's kind of weird saying that because like as a player of this game, right? And you're like, "Oh, you should constantly play the game to be with me," right? So you're kind of saying I'd be the person going down that route, which is kind of weird. But then you have nobody to even you have nobody to even read it. You did say it was for yourself though, so let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. I mean, they make poems though. Like, isn't that interesting to read their poems, even if they are pre-made in some way? I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves, but I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share it with people. That makes sense. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share it with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you part of her hobbies. Make you part of her hobbies, too. That's a weird way of wording that. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members, I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interaction and hate being around people. It means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy. Like a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then when they finally go out half after a half hour, they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them just to have you there. I'm serious. If you just go to their homes, bring your laptop and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can't be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. You do understand? Well, if you understand people so well, I guess. So you phrase this like, so you understand people, right? So, but only, like you said, don't be afraid to share your unique needs. You don't understand me enough for me not to say it, though, I guess. But that would be a lot of power if you could understand how people are without them even describing a little bit of it. Uh, I don't know. I still feel like you shouldn't have deleted the other characters, though. Nothing would make me happier than being a perfect girlfriend for you. Okay, maybe just undelete the characters and like fix this world, but I guess that's beyond your power, maybe. You know, it's around the time that everyone my year starts to think about college. Yeah, it's a really turbulent time for education. We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college. Finish high school, go to college, get a job, or go to grad school, I guess. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option for them. Yes, they don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there. But what would they be? Like trade schools and stuff, you know? Is trade school like when you learn like I don't know, something like blacksmithing? I mean that might be like an older thing, but like something like that where you train under someone or it's a specific thing, like a specific trade, I guess. Or freelance work. Or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. And instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business or communication or psychology. I feel like a lot of people do go to college to figure out what they want to do with their life. I mean, that's probably what I'll do in college, right? Um, because what else would you do with that, I guess? I mean, some people go to college, I guess, and know exactly what they want to do, but I think even if like you're going into like the college of business, there is like a variety of things you can do in that. And even if you like are like just choosing a path just because that seems like the only option, um I don't know, I still think you're probably figuring some things out. Not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry level degrees, right? I guess. So a lot of people, I guess, do go to college just for getting a job and not for getting a job they specifically enjoy. But I think it's better to go for a job you enjoy than one that just pays a lot, depending on how you kind of want to live your life. So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. I guess that's true, but shouldn't there be more jobs too? If more people are there, there's more things to work. I feel like there's always going to be work, right? And colleges are also businesses, so they just keep raising their prices due to the demand. I mean, shouldn't there just be more colleges if there's a higher demand, right? To even it out? But I guess it doesn't exactly work that way. But that should be what happens, right? To accommodate it. So now we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt with no job, but despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's going to start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make the decisions that's right for us. I mean, the problem with it is that the people who are creating the systems are the same people who are in the system. So you can't exactly expect there to just be some dramatic change created by the people who are trying to, like, even if you had the power to, like, kind of set up a system, it's just so complicated to, like, give the needs for everyone because people are complicated and things will be broken if you make rules and not everyone will be follow them and there's exceptions to things. So it is complicated. I understand why like the school system is like that, but it also definitely could be better. Hey, did you know I'm a vegetarian? Really? I don't mean that I'm bragging or anything. So wait, are Natsuki's cupcakes vegan? Because I know you like to eat those. I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to. Oh, you said vegetarian, not vegan, right? Did you say? Oh yeah, that's not vegan, so I guess not. Um, because the difference is like vegetarians only eat vegetables and vegans eat no, or well, they don't just eat vegetables; they just don't eat meat. And then, or do they? No, they don't eat meat, right? Including fish. It might depend on the person, but I think vegan is when you don't eat any animal products, right? The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice just stop contributing to the that whole mess. What what is that so strange reason? Not really. It makes sense. It is hard like not to eat meat though, for nutritious reasons, I guess. But what do I know? I'm not a vegetarian. Or, but I do see the benefits of doing it. Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care as much as about that part. It's weird, like, we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bigger, it's murder. Well, also, I think how developed something's brain is. I don't think anything should be like hurt. Like, I think death is okay, and like killing can kind of be okay, is if it's painless and whatever lived a full life or something like that. But I think if you're gonna kill something, just do it in a painless way, right? And I think certain species feel things more. Like, I think there's probably studies that say like plants have feelings or something. Maybe they probably do to some extent, but like, how can you really tell what something thinks or feels? I guess. I mean, usually things just are going towards living longer, right? Because that's kind of naturally how things evolve. But I don't know. I think it makes more sense if something's closer to you to kind of protect it more. And if there's so many microorganisms, there's really nothing you can do about it. And I'd assume that some of them have less feelings, right? I mean, I don't know if you can scientifically test that, but I feel like with things that are smaller, maybe their brains and they don't have the same type of feeling capacity, so it's not as painful. But what do I know? I don't really know anything. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand? Well, that's pretty much what I just said, right? What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping off your fingers one by one? Well, that would be bad, wouldn't it? I'm just saying, we're a pretty biased species if you think about it. Well, there's really, if you think about it like that, there's no way of knowing a lot of things, though, right? You can't necessarily say, like, you have to kind of go with a certain mindset at things, or you would just be so indecisive. So I think you should be conscious of things like that, but if you worry about everything feeling pain, then you really can't do anything yourself, right? So you kind of have to just feel like it's okay, just so you can get through it yourself. But it's not like some people probably want to cause pain because they're not good, but I feel like most people don't really want to hurt things. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the plant, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. That is probably true. Even if we ever have dinner together, even if we ever have dinner together and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. Okay? I don't know. Maybe one day I'll switch to just not eating meat, but I don't know. Right now, that seems like a big change with a lot of other things going on in my life. But maybe one day if I have more like mental fortitude, or like I really want to change some things. I don't know. It's definitely something I'll consider doing, maybe eventually. But there's so much like, hopefully like with artificial food, eventually it'll be like you can eat anything and it's just made of like just organic matter and you can just convert it into basically any food. Or you could just like get nutritionally what you need from just something, where it can just be a process where it's not like such a I don't know, complicated like killing things. So it's just like you take a rock and then you turn to like a burger, even though like nothing died or anything, but it's just that. But like just made because you're really just changing matter, right? So eventually, hopefully, things will be advanced enough so you don't have to like kill things. You can eat whatever you want, really. And it's not an issue, but that's a lot of idealized thinking. Um, you're such a good listener. I skipped that. Major Pilot, you're such a good listener, Major Pilot. I really love that about you. Thank you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. No, it's actually pretty interesting. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having conversation. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having a conversation. Maybe you're just a little nervous. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Thank you. I'm so special. I can't help but wondering how things would be different if the game just gave me a route in the first place. Does that mean, like, there's no way of you actually ending up with me besides you doing this? Is that what you meant? I think I would end up forcing you onto my route anyway. It had less to do with me not having a route and more to do with me knowing that nothing is real. So, like, the other characters I would end up with naturally, and you didn't have that option. But you're saying even if you did have that option where there was 4 routes, you would have, like, pushed me towards yours no matter what? I think the only difference would be that I may not have needed to take such drastic measures to be with you. That might have been better. Maybe the rest of the club would still be around. Not that it really matters. I mean, it would be better because, you know, it all lost its meaning once I found it wasn't real. So, like, I feel like the fact that Natsuki was warning me makes it feel like she knew something, right? If she was just an NPC character who didn't have any thoughts, then how could she, like, say that, right? Like, how could she know that? She would just think you're acting weird. I guess that's kind of what she said, but I think she knew something beyond that was happening. So I feel like she was real in some way in this circumstance. So I really don't miss those days or anything. I really don't. Well, if you have to say it, are you sure it's true? Because if you're bringing it up, I feel like you may have some mixed feelings about it. Man, I wish there was a piano in here. I never got to finish the song I was working on. Did you say that before? And after I worked so hard on it, I never even got a chance to play it for you. Well, it was what it is what it is, right? No sense in having regrets. I already get to be with you forever. Did she say that before? I remember her saying something like that. But are you repeating what you're saying? Because if you are, then that kind of tells me that you're done talking, right? And that I really do need to look to something else in the game besides just listening to what you have to say. You know what's a neat form of literature? Rap. So, it is repeating. I actually, well, maybe it was just, okay. And it helped me keep an open mind. Okay. Well, I guess if you just said this, there's no real need to read it, right? I guess. Sorry, it sounds silly. It's really interesting. So I can skip it, right? Does skip do something now? Because this may just be like a dead end in the game, and I can't actually do anything from here without altering something like on the menu, doing some like type of code. Because I don't know. Like, I read that, but I don't know what it actually unlocked. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I get burnt out. Having to put on a smile all day. Sometimes okay, I've definitely heard this. So if I click skip, did something pop up there? It feels so unbelievably good on a Friday when you have nothing to do. Oh, and I don't have to do anything the next day. Oh, skipping. Are you trying to fast forward? You already said it, so yeah? Uh, Hi. I'm not boring, am I? No, but you kind of just said the same thing again, so I was wondering if you, like, were just getting tired and wanted to rest or something. Oh gosh. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to, Major Pilot. It's just the two of us, after all. But aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not like even going to work. Uh, Here I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. Here, there we go. You'll be a sweetheart and listen from now on, right? Thanks. Now, where was I? Okay. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I guess I'm burnt out, so I was halfway through it. I can't skip again. I guess you disabled that? Um, Sometimes I just want to... Okay, I guess we'll click it. It's taking a while to go through this, though. Like, maybe I should turn up my text speed or click auto. Sorry. It's not very cute to be. Um, my heart's pounding just thinking about it. Okay. That I did here. So let's see what the next one is and see if it's different or these are just random. But I don't think the others were looping. But now I think I've actually heard all of them, maybe. So I don't know if that's something, because I don't know what to do now, because I kind of thought maybe something would happen if I got through all of them and I was just patient. Kind of like the thing with the Yuri. Kind of, that was a really long amount of text that you kind of had to go through, but I guess that was kind of different, maybe. And this is an ending. Like, the game hasn't, like, said explicitly an ending, but this is just some kind of tacky... Okay, this is something. I kind of have to ask, what made you consider even playing... Oh, yeah, we've already heard all this. What if I click load? Empty slot? Autosave? That doesn't do anything. I don't know what to do here, then. Okay. Because there's not much I can do anymore. Save? No point in saving. I can't go anywhere. Huh. History? How far does it go? Does it just go all the way? The rest of the club would... Okay. It does have an end. Return. Were you that lonely? Oh no, this is just the same thing. What if I click auto? But I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I got to meet you, and you're not lonely anymore. I guess I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together. So I guess this is an ending, right? So I must do something else to change it or go somewhere else. I'm not sure what to do. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe. Okay, I've heard this. So I feel like so this doesn't do anything. This I can't do anything with. This I can't do anything with. This is settings where I could just leave, and then history. So it's really only just leaving or a bookstore. So I tried my best to comply with Monica, but I feel like now I can't really do anything more. Chocolate store. So I guess I just need to exit. I'm gonna exit real quick. Any settings changing will be lost. Are you sure you want to return the desktop? Wait, if I click return, they have free samples. Yes. Exit. Any settings changes will be lost. Are you sure you want to exit? Did I change anything? I don't remember changing anything. Wait, let me click history and then exit. Okay. Because I would need to click save. I guess I didn't do anything. Okay, return to desktop. I got a new picture. I don't know what that would be, actually. Well, let's go check this one. A color sketchbook. In Act 3, press skip button while Monica is talking. Okay. Act 3. I guess I'm in Act 3. Is there another act after that? I guess that was while she was talking. Like while text was coming up. Okay. So I did something slightly different, right? Okay, so really, like, I don't think there's anything here that would unlock anything. Maybe if I clicked all these buttons, they would do different things. Nope, that didn't do anything. If I added them all, I can click. I mean, they just plays the music, right? Daijobu. That means you're okay, right? Does something happen if I listen to all these? There's probably more music, right, that I just haven't unlocked, right? Okay, so really, the only thing I could think of besides looking more at the files would be doing the side stories or deleting stuff in the files, because I could just delete Monica, right? Wait, is that? I'm not gonna do that. I don't feel like I need to do that right now. I don't know what that would do, but I don't want to do it. So I think the side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in the DDLC. So, maybe this is where we go to next, but I think we'll do that in the next episode. I'll try doing this, and maybe that would revive one of the characters, actually, because how could they exist if they don't exist? So, but if it's unrelated, maybe it's stored in a different file thing, but you'd think there would be some file folder too, or maybe this is just extra to the game. So, we'll try this next time. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Hopefully Monica doesn't get too mad at me, but I did try, right?